It is now 11:17 a.m. and welcome to the Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023 Cuyahoga County Council members swearing-in ceremony for elected and re-elected officials. We will now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I also want to remind everyone that this ceremony is being recorded and live streamed on the county's YouTube page. At this time, I would like to introduce Doc Janning, the inaugural Poet Laureate of South Euclid, who will recite the poem entitled Bridges to Tomorrow.
Thank you, members of council, members of the public. This poem, when I was asked to read for you, came into my mind almost immediately. Bridges to tomorrow. The carpet of the new year unwinds and spreads before you. You are suspended in the chiaroscuro of this moment and in the matrix of all the moments. Moments of our shared past, moments of a surreal today, moments yet to come, moments of service. Service to this county, service to all who live and work here, service equally to rich and poor, service which bridges differences, service which makes consideration your canto, service which makes cooperation your canticle, service which makes compromise your canon, service filled with choices, service for the betterment of all parts of bridges, bridges to infinite possibilities, bridges of limitless nows, bridges from yesterday and today, bridges to tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now conduct the administration of oaths of office. When I call your name, please come up to the podium. Your family and friends are welcome to join you. Councilmember Patrick Kelly of District 1 is newly elected, and he was previously sworn in at a prior ceremony. So we'll move on. Councilmember Martin J. Sweeney, District 3, will be sworn in by Administrative and Presiding Judge of the Court of Common Pleas, the Honorable Brendan J. Sheehan.
Good morning and Happy New Year to everyone. All right, I can say that again. Maybe? All right, there you go. Good morning and Happy New Year to everyone. It's an honor to be here, and as we heard from the poet Bridges, I hope we all can build bridges together and work together in the next coming year. I do want to, it's an honor, Marty, to do this. Marty has 4 girls, and present with him here are 2 of them. Maggie, 18, raise your hand, Maggie. All right, Maggie. And his daughter, Samantha, who's here. And the other 2 are at work and couldn't get off to be here. But Marty has 26 years of public service. And how do I know that? Because when Samantha was born, he was sworn in as a Cleveland councilman. And he was sworn in as a councilman because of the gentleman holding the Bible, which is Dale Miller, who advised him and counseled him through that time. So that's the team that's up here. So, Mr. Sweeney, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to raise your right hand. I, Martin J. Sweeney,
I, Martin J. Sweeney,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
uphold,
uphold,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the charters and laws of the County of Cuyahoga County, Ohio,
and the charters and laws of the County of Cuyahoga County,
Ohio,
Ohio,
and I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
diligently,
diligently,
and impartially
and impartially
perform and discharge
perform and discharge
all of the powers and duties
all of the powers and duties
incumbent upon me as District 3 County Councilman
incumbent upon me as District 3 County Council Member
in and for the County of Cuyahoga,
in and for the County of Cuyahoga,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding.
and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Marty.
Thank you, Brendan. I just want to thank Brendan for swearing me in, my 2 kids for showing up, my other 2 kids that have to put up with me. I miss my beautiful wife who went to heaven 8 years ago, my friend Dale Miller, who did this for me, and the people of District 3 for giving the opportunity to be duly elected to serve for 4 years and work with my colleagues to try to do the best we can for Cuyahoga County. So thank you, and I'll talk to you later.
Next up, Councilmember Michael J. Gallagher, District 5, was re-elected and was previously sworn in prior to this ceremony. Councilmember Yvonne M. Conwell, District 7, will be sworn in by Cleveland Municipal Court Judge, the Honorable Andrea Nelson Moore.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year to you. It is an absolute honor and privilege to stand before you today to swear in someone that I met several years ago. We started out as colleagues professionally. I think it would be good to have a Bible. As I was stating, we started out several years ago as colleagues, and Councilwoman Conwell has been one of my longest supporters, so I really consider it an honor and a privilege to stand here before you all to swear her in. Once I got on the bench, it was, you know, help from Councilwoman Conwell and Councilman Conwell and all of the citizens of the city of Cleveland, so I am truly honored to be here. And I'm most honored to say we started out as friends, but I now call her my sister. You ready? All right. Will you raise your right hand? I, Yvonne M. Conwell,
Yvonne M. Conwell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
uphold,
uphold,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and laws
and the Charter and laws
of the County of Cuyahoga County,
of the County of Cuyahoga County,
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
diligently,
diligently,
and impartially perform
and impartially perform
and discharge all of the powers
and discharge all of the powers
and duties incumbent upon me
and duties incumbent upon me
as Councilwoman of District 7
of Councilwoman of District 7
in and for the County of Cuyahoga County,
in and for
the County of
the
Cuyahoga,
County of Cuyahoga County,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding.
and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I would just like to thank everyone for coming out, especially to the citizens of Cuyahoga County District 7. Thank you. Thank all of you across the county because we do hard work, me and my colleagues up here, for the citizens, rich and poor, as was in that poem. So thank you. I humbly thank you again.
All right. Up next, Councilmember Meredith M. Turner was reelected for District 9, and she will be sworn in by the Honorable, Ronald B. Adrian.
Good morning. Good morning. And again, as everyone else has said, thank you for coming. It has been my distinct pleasure to have the opportunity to perform this ceremony for someone that I consider to be a workhorse rather than a show horse. I've known Meredith for a number of years, goes back to when she was working for Senator Brown, and I always have been impressed by the fact that she's not somebody who's looking for attention. She's always looking for an answer. And that's the reason why when she indicated that she was interested in being appointed to this position, that she came and asked me about it, and I said, if you say let's, I'm going to say go. And so I was just more than thrilled that she was appointed, and even more thrilled when the people, having seen what she could do, decided to make sure that she got the job. So congratulations. And now if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I,
Meredith M. Turner,
Meredith M. Turner,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, uphold, and defend
that I will support, uphold, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and laws of the County of Cuyahoga, Ohio,
and the charters and laws
of the County
of
of
the County of Cuyahoga
Ohio.
County, Ohio,
That I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
diligently,
diligently,
and impartially
and impartially
perform and discharge
perform and discharge
all of the powers and duties
all of the powers and duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as District 9 County Council Person
as District 9 County Council Person
in and for
in and for
the County of Cuyahoga,
the County of Cuyahoga,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding,
and understanding.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
And with all the rest of my village stand up, I didn't want to take up the whole, all my sorors, everybody. Mayor Holbert, so many of you have been on this journey with me, my family, my brothers, my sisters in love, my nieces, my nephews, my chapter president, Ruth Price Rowland, my line sister, Raina, my campaign team, Essence. They are all here with me. You are all here with me. Thank you for allowing me to be a bridge to tomorrow. Thank you.
Next up, we have Councilmember Sunny M. Simon, who was reelected. She is representing District 11, and she will be sworn in by the Honorable C. Ellen Connolly.
Good morning, everyone, and we have to go, we're short.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Happy New Year, and it's a pleasure to be back here at my former home with my original council members. Let's see, Gallagher, Conwell, Sharon, Simon, and Purnell. So good to be home. And it's a pleasure to swear in my friend, my longtime friend, and we served together, and so we've become friends over the years. So raise your right hand. I, Sunny M. Simon,
Sunny M. Simon,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
uphold,
uphold,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and laws of the County of Cuyahoga, Ohio,
and the charters and laws of the County of Cuyahoga,
Ohio,
Ohio,
and that I will faithfully,
and that that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
diligently,
diligently,
and impartially
and impartially
perform and discharge
perform and discharge
all the powers and duties
all of the powers and duties
incumbent upon me as District 11 County Council person
incumbent upon me as District 11 County Council person
and in and for the County of Cuyahoga,
and in and for the County of Cuyahoga,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my
and
ability
understanding.
and understanding.
Help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I want to thank C. Ellen Connolly for swearing me in. It's very special to me to have you back, as we were sworn in together 1/1/11 as the inaugural county council. So this means a lot. Thank you so much. And it means a lot to see everybody here with the enthusiasm and dedication to this county in this new government that's only 11 years old. So thank you for all the support, and to my colleagues, all of you. I look forward to a wonderful years ahead. So have a great new year, everybody.
And at this time, I would like to ask Councilmember Patrick Kelly and Councilmember Gallagher if you have any comments or if you have any family here today that you would like to be recognized. If you could turn on your microphone, push the button. Yes, thank you.
Sorry, I thought it was on. My family was all with me yesterday at Rocky River Municipal Court, where I work, and I was sworn in by Judge Donna Congeni Fitzsimmons. And it was nice to have everybody in one place, and it's a good thing I didn't bring the Kelly clan with me today, because there had been no place for them. So, yeah, we had quite the crowd, and it was a very enjoyable experience, and it was very nice of Judge Fitzsimmons to come in on her holiday break to swear me in. And I'm pleased to be here. I'm excited to be here, and I thank the people of District 1 for electing me. So, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. As Mr. Sweeney was saying, he was doing starting his 26 years. I now start my 43rd year of public service, and I have had nothing but wonderful memories and relationships and friendships throughout those 43 years, and I cherish them dearly. I thank the people of District 5 for putting their faith in me for the next 4 years. And I have my family here as my council family. As Mr. Kelly will find out, that once you become a member of the county council, you have a new family. As C. Ellen Connolly, our initial leader, and who could really be called the mother of the council, will attest that we come together for what we think is best for the people of Cuyahoga County, and I'm most proud of that. So thank you very much, and I look forward to the new year.
And at this time, this concludes the swearing-in ceremony. Right after we're closing, council members will gather for a group picture for county council, as well as a group picture with the judges. And the organizational meeting will follow immediately after.
So Andre, you saying you want us to take the picture now, just come down. All right, why don't we all gather at the center of the room?
We're going to do the group picture after so they can set up the lights and everything. So, yeah. Sorry.
I didn't know if they wanted
Yeah.
Put them over to the side.
And again, at this time, it is now 11:38 a.m., and I will be adjourning the meeting for the ceremony. Thank you.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. It is now 11:40 a.m., and I'm calling to order the Cuyahoga County Council meeting for Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023, and it is for the Cuyahoga County Council organizational meeting for Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023, by the Clerk of Council, which is in accordance with Council Rule 2B. Excuse me. And I would like to just recite some of the rules for anyone who's new who may not be aware of council's rules. So, Rule 2B, clerk's role at the organizational meeting. Pursuant to Cuyahoga County Council Rule 2B and the Cuyahoga County Council Charter, as the clerk of council, I am calling to order the Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023 County Council organizational meeting for the selection of the council's officers. As permitted by all applicable law, this organizational meeting is being streamed on the county's YouTube page for those who wish to follow today's proceedings. As required in County Code Section 107.01, all 5 of the council members elected in November of 2022, Councilmember Kelly and Councilmember Gallagher, have taken their respective oaths prior to today's organizational meeting. Copies of each oath has been filed with the Office of the Clerk of Council. Additionally, Assistant Deputy Law Director Nora Hurley is present should any legal issues arise in this process. I will now call the roll for attendance. Calling the roll, Councilmember Kelly.
Here.
Councilmember Miller.
Here.
Councilmember Sweeney.
Present.
Councilmember Tuma.
Here.
Councilmember Gallagher. Councilmember Schron.
Here.
Councilmember Conwell.
Present.
Councilmember Turner. Councilmember Stevens.
Present.
Councilmember Simon.
Present.
Councilmember Jones.
Present.
You have a quorum. There is a quorum. Also at this time, I'm going to recite the rules for the election of council president, Rule 2C. We will now conduct the election of council officers. As the clerk of council, I shall preside over the organizational meeting until a president of council is selected. The process we will use is as follows. In accordance with Cuyahoga County Council Rule 2C, any council member may nominate themselves or another council member, as a second is not required. After the nominations for presidents has closed, I will call the roll and each member shall recite the name of the nominee as he or she is voting for. Excuse me. After all, after all nominations for president have been made, the clerk shall call the roll and each member shall vote for one candidate. A member must receive at least 6 votes for election. If no member receives 6 votes and the one candidate receives the fewest number of votes, the candidate receiving the fewest number of votes shall be eliminated and the voting process shall be repeated. If 2 or more candidates are tied for the least number of votes, then no candidates shall be eliminated at that time, and the voting process shall be repeated. If no candidate receives 6 votes in the second round, the process described above shall be repeated until a candidate is elected. After the election of the president, the vice president shall be elected in the same manner. At this time, I will now open the floor for nominees for the position of Cuyahoga County Council President.
Madam Clerk, it is my privilege and honor to nominate Pernell Jones Jr. as President of County Council. It's been my privilege to work with Councilman Jones for the past 11 years. Over the past 2 years, he's demonstrated tremendous leadership skills as that of President and before that as Vice President. Over the past 10 years, Councilman Jones has really exhibited an ability to listen. That's one of the key components of a great leader, is to listen to all of us, the 10 of us, and be able to take in what we say and at the end of the day, make a decision based on our input, but also what's best for County Council, this independent, separate body of government. So it is my honor today to nominate my colleague, my friend, Pernell Jones Jr., and ask for your support.
I'd like to second that.
Are there any other nominations? If there are no other nominations at this time, I would like to call a roll vote. We're going to go in the order of district for the council members. Councilmember Kelly.
Pernell Jones.
Councilmember Miller.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Councilmember Sweeney.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Councilmember Tuma.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Councilmember Gallagher.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Councilmember Schron.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Councilmember Conwell.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Councilmember Turner.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Councilmember Stevens.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Councilmember Simon.
Pernell Jones Jr.
Council President Jones.
Pernell Jones Jr. Thank you. Thank you very much.
At this time, I'm sorry. At this time, it seems that we have a unanimous vote for Council President Jones to be reelected as Cuyahoga County Council President. Having received a unanimous vote by your colleagues, Councilmember Pernell Jones, you have been reelected as Council President. Congratulations, number one. And having chosen Pernell Jones as council president pursuant to Rule 2B of the Cuyahoga County Rules of Council, he shall preside over the remainder of this organizational meeting, including the election of the council's vice president. Mr. President, the floor is yours, and please ask your colleagues for nominations of vice president. And once you receive all the nominations, I will call the roll.
All right, thank you, Andrea. And at this time, we open the floor for nominations for Vice President of Council.
Mr. President?
Yes.
Mr. President, I'd like to nominate Councilwoman Cheryl Stevens as Vice President of Council. Councilwoman Stevens, over her time on council, during her tenure on council, has proven to be an intelligent, trustworthy, proactive, hardworking, empathetic, and forward-looking councilwoman, and she's shown tremendous leadership in her time as Vice President. She actually should be Lieutenant Governor of Ohio right now, in my opinion. But but Ohio's loss is Cuyahoga County's gain, and we've all told Cheryl that. So at this time, I would like to nominate my friend and colleague, Cheryl Stevens, as Vice President of Council, and I would ask for everybody's support. Thank you.
Mr. President, I am pleased to second the nomination of Cheryl Stevens for Vice President of County Council.
All right, we're going to have to change that law, Andrea, on the seconds. All right, are there any other nominations? If not, we will do a roll call on the closed nomination on Councilwoman Cheryl Stevens.
At this time, calling the roll, Councilmember Kelly,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Miller,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Sweeney,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Tuma,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Gallagher,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Schron,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Conwell,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Turner,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Stevens,
Cheryl Stevens.
Councilmember Simon,
Cheryl Stevens.
and Council President Jones.
Cheryl Stevens. All right. Well, congratulations. As we sit here in the C. Ellen Connolly Council chambers, I just can't help but reflect on the 10, 11 years we've been here, 12 now, time's flying. And just one to thank C. Ellen Connolly, our first council president. I have learned so much from her over the years, from Council President Dan Brady, who served after her. And I thank my colleagues. I thank each and every one of you for having trusted me to serve in this role. As Sonny has said, it's always been my desire to listen to you, to learn that there's strength in numbers. Decisions made with the collective are the only way to do it, but they are the best way. We have been a strong council. We have been one that has served this community well, because we have looked to make good government decisions. And I think we have done that even in the face of sometimes opposition and difficulty. You have all stood strong and you have served your constituency well. So it truly is my honor to serve with you again for this next term period. And I look forward to great things for us and for Cuyahoga County. So thank you again. At this time, I'm going to ask Cheryl if you would like to have some comments.
Just a few comments. As my colleague, Mr. Tuma, referred to, I took an adventure last year and learned all about the state of Ohio. But one of the things that I found at the end of the day was there's no place like home. And so at the end of the year, I went to Disneyland and came home to Cuyahoga County. It is with great joy that I am honored to serve all of Cuyahoga County as well as District 10 because of being Vice President of Council. And as my 10 colleagues know, I don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call them. And in some cases, I don't hesitate to spend even more time with them. I appreciate that this is a joint venture that we take out at the beginning of each year. And as the council president said, we strive to work well together here and do the very best we can for all the residents of Cuyahoga County. Thank you for your support, and God bless Cuyahoga County.
right, well, we're going to get right to business. All right. Consideration of a resolution of council for first reading under adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor of suspending the rules, say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it, the rules are suspended.
Resolution 2023-0001, establishing the 2023 and 2024 schedules of county council meetings and declaring the necessity that this resolution become immediately effective.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Anyone who wants to address this item? Not? There's no discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, the resolution is adopted. Is there any miscellaneous business?
At this time, we have one public comment.
Yes.
Lou?
Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year's. And it's so celebrating in these chambers. We see more people are contributing themselves to the public service we desperately need for this county. As the county executive, when I greeted you earlier, you acknowledged that you have heard of some of the problems in the shelter. Yes, just like our county jails, our homeless service system has the same parallel issues, could be even worse than the county jails. So this year, I really wish people don't just pay attention to something which may sound interesting or glamorous. And all of you, I have called you as the heroes of without the capes and masks. And I hope people will actually support the true resolutions for the county, instead of presenting all the resolutions we may not actually need. Yes, our revenues are limited. State is not friendly to us, but in this new year, we better get it together to show that we, Cuyahoga County, can actually create our futures with our true love to our own home. Even homeless people still raise and grow here. They still love the place. Yes, they didn't want to leave. Now they have no means to leave anyway. So we better strengthen our workforce, tackle the poverty issues, and get everything together. And Cleveland, the whole Cuyahoga County, may go back to the glorious days we once had before. Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes the public comment portion for today's meeting.
All right, thank you, Andrea. I want to take a moment and acknowledge our county executive, Chris Ronayne. He was sworn in at 12:01 midnight. Is that right? All right. I woke up and saw it in the morning. So, but congratulations. We look forward to working with you as well. This has been a strong county government, and I look forward to good things working with you in the coming days, weeks, months, and years.
Likewise, Council President, I want to congratulate you and your colleagues. I look forward to working with all of you, and I want to thank this body for your strong support in the transition. What you did for our transition team was just seamless in terms of the work we've done since campaign to swearing-in day, and thank you. My Chief of Staff, Eric Wobser, is with me today. I'm sure we're going to be out to see each and every one of you if we haven't already seen you. I want to thank many of our members of the new cabinet, some who joined us from the prior cabinet and some who join us anew are with us, and thank you. I also want to acknowledge Exec Budish. Had a final meeting with him on his final Friday, and he wished us all well, and I wish him and Amy well as well. But I look forward to working with each of you in the coming new year, 2023. And again, thanks for your leadership, Council President Jones, especially in this transition. It's been phenomenal.
Very welcome.
Thanks.
All right. Well, if nothing else holds our attention, our meeting is now adjourned.